What's up, guys? Great to see you. Happy Wellness Wednesday. Grateful to have you guys on here. Welcome back to the IPA calls. I just been loving going through these. We've been maybe the second or third week of getting into these daily intentional focuses. I hope you guys have been loving them as well too. Allows us because there's so many things that to learn in this wonderful world of Partner Co. And it's like when you get involved, you are all of a sudden transported to a different world. And it's like the more you look, the more there is. And all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, where do we even start? So we've broken up our income producing activity calls to have every day be something that's very much so focused to allow us to make sure that we can cover different aspects to help you grow in your skill set, your mindset, your product knowledge, and everything. And on product knowledge, that was probably one of the biggest requests that we've had, which is how do we learn more about our products? They're amazing, but how do we learn about them? And there's so many of them as well too. So the best way to pick it up is to just take it one bite at a time and then just start to learn little details here and there. We kicked it off. We did have our Destin event, so we didn't do one last week, but the previous week before that, we had Pam Middleton, we had Tammy Egbert share about MagnaCalD and RestoreX. They did fantastic. And still to this day, like I'm seeing so much feedback from people saying, wow, we need more of that. Like I'm literally getting comments on that every day, Pam. I don't know if you know, like still I'm seeing in the Facebook groups and everything. It's extremely well done. So we need to continue to cover more. And the goal is just pick up little details here and there to continue to grow, to learn, to be able to share. So today, what we're going to do is some of you saw that Kristen White, she is on the Athletes Council. She is incredible with all of her products. She led the Body Balance Challenge. Many of us know her. We love her. She's incredible with product knowledge. She did a great breakdown of the Dermaglow, Everglow, and Vanilla. Yeah, put a one in the comments if you saw that already. Put a two if you have not seen that yet. It was absolutely fantastic. There was so many rave reviews and everything. And I know some saw it, some didn't, which is awesome. What we're actually going to do is we are going to just play that again because this is new information and it's important. So for those of you that haven't seen it, great, you're going to see it. For those that you have seen it, you're going to pick up details that you didn't pick up the first time. Because the reality is like a bajillion details. Every time you're going to get only so many. So it's important for mastery. Repetition is the mother of all skill to just continue to learn what it is, how it works, and everything to the point where it can roll off the tongue. I know. So if we just to submit some things by you guys, when it comes to learning product stuff, how much do we need to know in order to be effective? Because what's our goal? You want to be able to, off the cuff, be able to explain your product well enough to position it to solve problems that your prospects know. Okay. So I'll give you guys some tips on when I take a look and I learn about a product. So Dermaglow just launched, right? And what I like is we're kind of growing through this together. And I always like this fun. I play a competition with myself as a marketer, right? Remember, we're network marketing. So we build networks that market. So marketing is a big part of it. Marketing is not memorizing everything, regurgitating an ingredients list. Okay. I had to relearn how to learn these types of things, right? I was a big school academic person. Who here was more of a school person? Put a one in the comments. You like tests and Pam's like, no, no, not tests, right? Some of us are. You're like the studious type. Who here would say you are complete opposite? You are not the test person. Put a two in the comments. You're like, that's not me. Test. I'm a hands-on person. Like I just like I could barely pay attention in school, you know. Um, C means you passed. That's enough, right? And they're both great. They do say that the C average students hire the B students who are the A students, you know. Another saying is C's get degrees. So, the reality is, the way that school typically teaches us how to learn is not the most effective, right? Because memorization really doesn't help. But what is intelligence? It's the ability to take information and organize it towards a direction to go solve a problem. Right. So true intelligence is being able to gather the information and realize what's important, what's not important, and then be able to give that to a direction, right? Point that into a direction. So I had to unlearn how to learn. Thank you to many years of college and 100 grand in UC Berkeley, and I'd unlearned that, right? And then I had to relearn how to learn. And here's some of the things that I'd submit to you guys as we're looking at products. What do we learn? Number one, what I ask myself is this: what problems is this product aiming to solve? All right, you might jot these down. What problems is this product aiming to solve? What are the pain points? Remember, people don't buy products, they don't buy ingredients, they buy solutions. So we have to know what is the intended problems that we're aiming to solve. I'll ask you guys some of these questions as after we watch this video today. So we'll talk about Vinali, we'll talk about Dermaglow, we'll talk about Everglow. So we think about each one of these. What are some of the problems that these can solve? Number two, I think, what are some of the unique selling points of this product towards that solution? What makes this different? There's a lot of skin stuff out there. What makes these three that we're about to cover, what makes them different from the rest? How can I position it where it's like this you absolutely need, right? The unique selling points that we can have. And number three, I start to think, what are some common objections that might come up? And how do I problem solve around that and get prepared? Okay. So if you know these things, then you're going to be better than 95% of the world out there. And whatever it is that you learn, whatever product that there is, as a marketer, you're going to immediately be able to organize that and then start to deliver and start to sell better. Right? If that makes sense, give me a wave or put a yes in the comments below. Like that's how I learned. So this way you can just download, and every product that you learn about, you just think about it that way. Right? Who is this for? What's the problems? What are unique selling points? And preparing some objections there. You do that, you're great. You know. Oh, last thing. Um, Testimonials. Right? What are some testimonials I can grab? Facts tell, stories sell. So let me accumulate as many as I can of different types. So I have them in my back pocket so I can share. You know, the more stories I can have, the better that there is. But let me at least have some that I can bank on and I could utilize for specific situations, right? So if you have those things, you're going to be really prepared to be able to deliver and solve different problems and everything. Okay. So as we go through this video, take notes on those things and then afterwards and drop them into the chat. Let's have a live active learning session. As you pick up anything interesting, jot it down, of course, but throw it in the chat if you have the ability to. And we can co-learn together and then we'll wrap up together. Okay. So we uploaded this. You can find product knowledge everywhere. We do have on our links page, we have two YouTube channels that we host. One is the Champions Network YouTube. That is where all of our trainings, business trainings are. One is our Wellness 360 YouTube. This has all prospect facing stuff. Okay. So when you're on this, this has much information about products. I'd submit we probably have one of the biggest databases of product knowledge that in PartnerCo, just because we've done a lot for a long time. And we have this video, it is housed under PartnerCo products. So Dr. Strand did one the previous week, right? This is where Pam's Restorex and Tammy's Magnical D excerpts are. We have Kristen White's video that's here that you can utilize as well too. So utilize this channel, search around, see what's there. There's a lot of cool things, but there's a lot of binge-worthy stuff. But that's where this one is hosted. Let's go play this. Let's go take some really cool notes, and we'll have some fun with this. And let's learn together. All right.
Now, Kristen, for the y'all that don't know her, runs the best CrossFit / hybrid gym in Tennessee. A lot of professional players work out with her. And she just has a huge track record there. She was ranked number one and two in Muscle and Fitness magazine for several years as the most fit girl in America. But one other thing that Kristen is doing, she's been working on this for some time, is she's really in high demand for people. Like I probably get 20 texts a week wanting her on a Zoom or to answer questions. So she's trying to figure out a way to accommodate all the requests to help in that world. So she's building a website where she will have explanation of all products from an athletic performance standpoint and just a million things. So anyway, just letting everybody know that's coming. And then, Kristen, whenever you're ready, I think you said it's a couple weeks out. We'll let everybody know.
Todd, can I
Yeah,
say this?
Yeah.
I know I'm not high. It's okay. I just want to say this about Kristen. One of the things since 2019, I've personally worked with Kristen and we have no financial ties, but one of the things she does is she serves all teams across Partner Co. And now that she's on the academy with Dr. Plant, like she's going to serve more. And so this website I'm super excited about because so many people ask me for time with Kristen. And I'm like, she only has 24 hours in a day, like, and she's got kids and she's got things and she's got her own business and she blows up Partner Co. So Todd, I'm super excited about this website, what she's bringing to play here, and the fact that everybody across Partner Co. People will get onto this all over the world to hear from Kristen and her expertise. So thank you, Kristen, for putting this together to serve
yeah, you're
everybody.
welcome. And I'll touch on the website. It will be a program that everyone can do, but there'll also be obviously supplement information. It will not be a hub for me to go to, for you to send people to make. I will not want to make money off of anybody you send there. It will be information for all of you to be able to access and utilize, and everyone to have more knowledge of all the products for you to all grow your own businesses. So, and make it in layman's terms, right? So we're not all like it's all scientific. It's something everybody can understand and take away like we do here. It's just our words being able to be translated easier. So I hope it's very beneficial to everybody. And then of course there'll be some fitness elements in it because that's my super passion, and it'll all be beginner friendly to intermediate to advanced, wherever you want to take it. So we'll be looking for that in about 2 weeks. And then there'll be also some layers in from some of you that have really awesome Facebook pages. I'd love to be able to link those in. So if you have something like John and Christy Oki have their Healthy Hive, we want to snippet that in. So if you have some links you'd like for me to stick in there, I'm happy to put those in just for more information we can get out to people. So we'll be launching that in a couple weeks. But let's go into our product training because we want to talk about our skincare pack. And I'm super excited about this skincare pack. We haven't had the best skincare pack. I mean, we know we have things that have been helpful for the skin, but like to put it in a bundle and know that this is really an ultimate skincare pack is really exciting because you're going to see how each three of these are super cohesive and they are going to really work together for someone my age who's 40, someone who's younger than me, or someone who is, 50, 60, 70. Like everybody's going to really have a benefit when it comes to skincare using these three products. And I'm going to start with the first one. And I don't have a PowerPoint. I really started yesterday. I was like, I think I should make a PowerPoint for this. But it was so much information. I wrote down some notes. So if you see me looking down, like there's so many ingredients here in the three of these products. I really didn't want to miss anything because they're new. Like Dermaglow is new. And I've been asked, do you know about Dermaglow yet? And, I don't know a whole lot I'm not a skincare person. I'm a nutrition person. I'm a supplement person. But if you actually look at the ingredients in Dermaglow, yes, they're topical and it's skincare. But like guys, the ingredients in Dermaglow is actually nutrition. So we're going to talk about this one. If you don't know what it looks like, this is it. And it's right here, right? We're going to talk about the ingredients inside it. And I'm going to the first ingredient we're going to talk about is L-carnosine. Now, this is going to be an ingredient that actually helps fight glycination. So this is going to be fighting your thin lines, your fine lines, your sagging. It is an antioxidant, so we're going to be neutralizing free radicals. We're actually going to be supporting collagen, that extracellular matrix. We know we do that within the Everglow from the inside out. This is actually going to be one that's topical. Now, this ingredient actually helps fight pollution as well and UV stress that causes oxidative damage directly. So we're obviously topically putting that on. The advanced carriers in this, people are asking, what is the advanced carrier? What does that do? That's actually going to help the absorption of the ingredients inside. Because if you just put it on and it doesn't absorb, what's it really doing, right? So we actually need the absorption to actually happen, get down to the epidermis, deliver the ingredients, and this is also going to help stabilize the compounds within inside the bottle. Then we have the Botanics blend. This is where the nutrition comes in, guys. So we have noni. We know that's nutrition, right? That's actually a food. We have cherry, we have cranberry, blueberry. That's stuff we eat. That's good for us, right? This is actual nutrition. We know we're fighting free radicals here. We're helping inflammation. We're calming inflammation, actually. We're supporting skin repair. We're supporting collagen. We're creating actually a collagen environment. We're improving our capillary strength. We're calming redness. But the cool product in here, the cool ingredient in here is the radish root. Now, it's fermented. What does that mean? This is actually a natural preservative. This is where we get to steer clear of all that nasty stuff that's in most skincare, right? The stuff that preserves the things on the skincare line. So we have fermented radish root that's preserving our product. Why is that neat? Well, one, it's helping hydration retention. We need hydration in our skin, right? But also it's improving the barrier function. So we're helping things in and outside of our skin, things that should not be going in our skin, or improving things that should, but also we're supporting our skin microbiome. So good bacteria on top of the skin, which is pretty neat because we know fermentation is cool. So that's actually the radish root. Now, this has some oats in it, or oat kernel extract. Now, have you ever had poison ivy? And maybe this is an old-fashioned thing, but your mama told you to go get in an oatmeal bath, and it helps soothe it, it helps calm it. That's what's in here. So we have oat kernel extract, which is helping soothe irritation, reduce redness. Well, I mean, I'm a natural. Have y'all ever seen my dad? He's got red skin, right? I have it too, but this is going to help take that redness out. Or let's say you have a spell of poison ivy. My cousin has actually put this on her child for poison ivy, and it has worked. So it helps get that calmed down, because there's things that help with inflammation, but help things that get the redness out, calming it down. Olive leaf extract, also a natural anti-inflammatory. And then we have hydration boosters. We need hydration in the skin. Obviously, it helps make it look plump, helps those lines as well. So that is what our Dermaglow is. We're working on the extracellular matrix with the top. We're improving our things that help fight oxidative stress. We're helping fight inflammation. We're helping our microbiome on the skin, which is, again, that is the coolest thing to me. And this is going to help our youthful look and keeping even skin tones. Now, that's our topical, okay? Y'all know I got to talk about stuff that we go from the inside out. That is my favorite part.
Pause here real quick. Okay. So far, throw in the chat, like, what are some of the things you guys are picking up from this? Okay. Or if anyone wants to unmute, let's gather. There was a lot of ingredients there. There was a lot of things that I just shared. But so you're not going to catch all that from the first go. But what's like one thing that you caught, whether it's a special ingredient, whether it's a problem that we're solving, like whatever that it is, anything? I'd love to hear a couple things that we're catching. Pam?
Yeah, well, I heard that it cools the skin down from redness, and that makes me think of people who get sunburn.
Mm.
and
Mm,
how calming that must be for our skin.
mm,
So that was something else that came to mind.
so good. Yes, absolutely. James.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. We have Noni in it. That just puts us in a class all by ourselves, I believe, when it comes to skincare. We know what
Abs-
Noni does.
Absolutely. That's cool, right? Really fun fact right there. Katie?
I love the fact that it has a botanical blend. I guess that's what the noni
Mm,
is, but and the radishes, the radish root. It's a natural preservative, so that means it's puts it in a class by itself. Keeps it shelf stable naturally. I believe that's what that means. So many things. I wrote a bunch down.
absolutely. Yes. Read the chat. Paula said Dermaglow is actually topical nutrition, fight pollution, oxidative stress, helps with absorption, hydration in the skin, helps fight inflammation. Wow. I mean, Paula's got it all down. Creates collagen environment. How did you type that so fast? Soothes red skin, helps even skin tones, helps with poison ivy and calms the skin. Fantastic. Absolutely. Jessica said supporting the skin's microbiome. Alita said all the natural things for inflammation, calming, fights free radicals. Yeah, these are all really, really powerful, right? L-carnosine having to do with the glycation. Yeah, these are all like really cool, like simple things to be able to share that catch people's attention. So when we think about marketing, you think about the problems, right? I could imagine someone saying like, does anyone struggle with redness of skin? Right? Like, or did you know who, like even ingredient stuff? Did you know there's an ingredient that can help with blah, blah, blah? Um, does anyone struggle with hydration of skin or inflamed skin, right? These types of things. So you start thinking about that, and there's many of these opportunities you can utilize. And by the way, all of these, there's extra brochures and stuff you can find on the share site. So share.partner.co, the password is share. We also have this on our link site right up here. So we put this all right here, share site. Um, and there's brochures like the Dermaglue guide. And things that I use too is I'll take this information and anything that I like to dive into more is I'll use like a chat GPT and I'll be like, tell me more about L-carnosine. Tell me more about the ingredient L-carnosine and what that does for the skin. Like, let's see if this gives me something. L-carnosine and what that does for the skin. Let's see. L-carnosine. All right. Interesting. So I just started doing a little bit more digging, like take it just one step further. And marketing is to be an amazing marketer, all we need to know is one more detail than other people know. Right. So I'll look at this. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Glycation. What is that? AGEs. All right. So I might read through some of this stuff and I'll pull maybe one or two cool points that are the most important, right? You can even take this and be like, okay. So help me come up with some marketing posts with maybe a problem that L-carnosine would solve dealing with skin. We have a product called Dermaglow that has L-carnosine in it. So what's like a marketing post I can put on Facebook to talk about a problem that it has and link it to this ingredient specifically to promote the product. So let's try something like this. Okay. Yes, it has L-carnosine. There we go. Okay, sugar aging problem. You guys see how cool this is? Like, you can utilize these things and just come up with some really, really, okay, wow. Maybe I should just post something like this today. So you can come up with some really cool marketing posts, but to utilize these, we know problem. We're looking for unique selling point and ingredients unique selling point. James Laponzi mentioned noni. We can do the same thing with noni, right? We highlight one unique thing, and then we can start to position this in a certain way. All right. So okay, cool. That was really fun. Let's keep on going here, but you guys can see how we were breaking this down, and thanks for putting your learnings together. Okay, back to the amazing Kristen White. Now we're going to go into Everglow.
But we're compounding. We're compounding. We have Everglow. So if you haven't started using Everglow, Um, I wasn't sure this was going to be like a super hit until I really started like using it. And then I was like, holy cow, my face is actually changing. This is actually working. I look different. But let me tell you, it didn't happen in the first week. If you don't know, it takes a skin cell, at least a teenager, 2 weeks for a skin cell to rejuvenate. Someone who's middle-aged like me, 28, 40 days. If you're a little older, it could take up to 90 days for a skin cell to rejuvenate. So the older you are, no, it could take a little longer for that skin cell to actually make a turnover. But that's literally what this is going to help do. Everglow is going to be building from the inside out, helping the extracellular matrix get stronger. What does the extracellular matrix actually do? It helps firmness, elasticity, it helps hydration, retention. It actually helps cellular communication, wound healing, and it's going to help your face not look saggy. It's going to help it look plump, right? But why is that even? I mean, obviously we want to look good, but you know, your extracellular matrix is actually good for your tendons, your cartilage. So you might actually feel like your elbows feel stronger, your hips feel stronger, your knees feel stronger. I actually noticed that my knees started feeling better because collagen formation is everywhere. So we're working with aging, stress, UV inflammation, UV help in inflammation, and also glycation here. If you don't know what glycation is, that's where sugar molecules will actually bind to collagen and elastin, and it actually will make your skin look stiff and brittle, obviously increasing those fine lines and sagging. And again, I'm talking about the youthful things and our appearance, but if you really want to talk about full body, your extracellular matrix is going to just make everything stronger. And think about your capillaries and your connective tissues. It's really full body, right? So the goal of Everglow, we're working with raw materials. We want to stimulate your fibroblast. We want to reduce oxidative damage, prevent collagen breakdown, and again, support more hydration signaling. We need water throughout our bodies to do everything. If you don't know what a fibroblast is, that is the primary cells of connective tissues. They create and maintain and repair your extracellular matrix. So again, this is stimulating fibroblast, which is pretty cool, right? So what's inside? There's not a whole lot of ingredients inside if you've looked at the back, which, you know, I actually like that. You know, sometimes less is more. What we have in here is marine collagen. So it is fish. So it's not a vegan product. If you try to sell this to a vegan, they're going to say it's marine. So it is fish. It's from very clean fish, clean water sources, but it is fish protein, right? So we have protein. What is protein? Protein is amino acids. Now, I get asked a lot to look at certain collagens, and people say this has this much collagen in it and yours has this much. Sometimes it's the quality, not the quantity. Okay, we're not replacing collagen when we drink this. Amino acids send signals to your body. Okay, they're triggering your body to make more, right? So amino acids actually send signals to make more collagen. So that's exactly what this is doing. We're signaling, amino acids are sending the signals to the fibroblasts to produce more collagen. So again, it's quality over quantity, and the right amino acids is in here. So we want to support elastin formation, improve skin thickness, and we will strengthen hair, skin, and nails within this type of collagen. What else is in here? We have vitamin C. Again, the best forms of vitamin C, you have to have vitamin C, guys. If you don't hear anything else, you have to have vitamin C to convert your body has to have it to convert to collagen. You must have vitamin C to convert pro-collagen to mature collagen. Like, you have to have it. Without it, your body will not stabilize collagen fibers. So we have vitamin C in here, the best forms, and it will also help the breakdown of the extracellular matrix. We have zinc in here that's going to help reduce inflammation. We know inflammation, hands down, is bad. It's going to degrade collagen. So zinc is in here to help. It also helps with tissue repair and with DNA replication. When we're making new cells, when we're making new skin cells, you need good DNA replication. Copper is also in here. This is going to actually have an enzyme that activates and helps collagen become strong and actually hold its structure. Without copper, collagen will not form strong. It will form poorly. So we need collagen. Okay. There's biotin. Everybody knows biotin's good for hair, skin, and nails. Like, right? We know we've all been told that. It's obviously in here. It's good for your keratin. And then one of the coolest ingredients that they added, I feel like it's that bonus ingredient, is the white tomato extract. Again, it's food, so we get to talk about a food product. And this is going to contain carotenoids. This actually helps UV induce collagen damage. So it's like you're drinking SPF. Isn't that cool? Like it's an internal sunscreen. But it will also absolutely prevent photoaging. What is photoaging? It is UV damage, like that you've done to yourself. Listen, I'm a white girl. I like to be in the sun. I like to try to get a tan. It is aging I have done to myself by being in a tanning bed when I was in my teens. I don't do that anymore. But I go out in the sun in the summer and I lay out, and it is sun damage I've done to myself, and it will cause aging. It will speed it up. So this helps prevent photoaging. Okay, so you better believe I'm like a 6 scooper because I need to prevent as much of that as I can. So if you live by the beach, Todd Rowland, you should be doing 6 scoops as well. Okay, so that is our inside and out. We have the top, we have the inside and out skincare. But here is where we go deeper.
Quick pause. I know, so good, right? So share some notes real quick, one in the chat or mute yourself. What'd you get from Everglow? What are some problems? What are some key things, nuggets, and everything? I know, so good. James got super excited when he heard about this. I love the drinking SPF. Like anytime there's a cool marketing term that just rings, it just like hits, I'm like, I need to copy that down because I'm gonna use that, you know? Yeah. 6 scoops for Florida people. Absolutely. Anyone around a beach, that's gonna be a big one. Paula Allen has an amazing breakdown. That is, I don't know how she types that fast. That's amazing. Yeah, you're welcome, Jennifer. It's great. Vitamin C is needed to convert pro-collagen to collagen. I didn't know that. So basically, I think, hey, who uses collagen? We could go after collagen people, right? Did you know that if you don't have enough vitamin C, collagen is useless? Or does your collagen also have vitamin C in it? So those are important things to know. Helps joints, tendons, along with the skin. Yeah, so joint pain. How many people know people with joint pain? Yeah, sagging skin, sun damage, right? These are some major, major problems out there, which is huge. Wound healing, for sure. Pam says the ingredients work synergistically. Katie says they reduce inflammation and tissue repair. Mama Sandy said, yeah, yeah, this is one to re-listen to multiple times, and then you'll catch something different every single time. And as long as you grab, as long as I have a couple of unique selling points per product, like I'm good, right? I just need enough where imagine a conversation with a friend. Can you quickly give differentiators on how this could be better than anything else? And like you need this in your life. I know. And as you think about this, put in the notes too, like anything that you feel can be powerful with selling the product, or if you've already been selling these products and you've found something well, I'd love to wrap around at the end and hear some of your tips as well too. Right now we're in learning mode, but if you have them in the chat too, that'd be awesome as well. Okay, cool. Let's go into the final product here, Vinali. And
Because we have the things that are going to help the top, we have the inside, but where's the infrastructure? This is really where I think we dig deep because we've always talked about how Vinali is that skincare product. They've talked about it in China for I don't know how many years. They've known Vinali is skincare. This doesn't just support the skin because I mean it absolutely doesn't support the skin. It's like the infrastructure that supports the skin, but it also feeds the skin, the organs, the tissue. It helps circulation. It helps gives you antioxidants. It's tissue strengthening. It's the connector. Gosh, this is like one of the best products that we have made. And I mean, I superdose it every night because of all the multi-layers of benefits it does. But it is wonderful for the skin. And to bundle it with this is like accelerating the things that those other two products can do. So your skin, your tissues, and it's good for your lungs, it's good for your brain, it's good for your blood vessels. All of these systems rely on healthy collagen. They all rely on healthy collagen. They need strong blood vessels, they need good oxygen delivery, they need low inflammation, and they're going to get high antioxidant protection from this little bottle. So what's inside here? If you don't know anything about this, I'm going to tell you what's inside here. This is one of the most passionate products that I use every day. We have a layered vitamin C. We don't just have one vitamin C. We don't have any synthetic vitamin C, but we have a layered vitamin C. We have water-soluble vitamin C, and we have a fat-soluble vitamin C's in here. This is going to help for multiple forms. It's going to help with better absorption because we have multiple forms, longer activity in the body, and broader protection because we're giving you multiple forms of vitamin C inside. So this is going to help again, the vitamin C's, collagen synthesis, stabilizing the collagen fibers, potent antioxidants. It's going to help neuroprotection, lung tissue integrity. I always have to throw that in. Yes, we're talking about skincare, but by the way, this is going to help with your lung tissue and blood vessel strength. You need good blood vessels, right? We need to deliver all those nutrients throughout the body and deliver oxygen throughout the body. Then we move into like the wham bam of the ingredients inside it is our grapeseed and grape skin. We do source from the best place on the planet, Indina, in Italy, to get our grape skin and grape seed tested for, I think, around 300 toxins. So you're getting a very high quality vitamin C. It's going to be rich in OPCs. This is the most powerful plant antioxidant on the planet. It's going to be great for your skin, obviously, good for collagen, again, good for elasticity, firmness, strengthening the capillaries, good for our blood vessels, better nutrient deliveries to the skin, really everywhere. It's good for your oxygen, good delivering oxygen to all your tissues, all your organs, just making your blood vessels strong, right? So I always touch back onto the lungs again because this is a delicate lung tissue. It's helping oxidative stress, helping inflammation in the lungs, your capillary integrity, especially when it comes to that pulmonary circulation and oxygen exchange. You just want to make sure your lungs are working good. And it's great for your brain, the grapeseed. It is one of the few antioxidants that can cross the blood-brain barrier, and this is going to help reduce neuroinflammation, supporting microcirculation, and just keeping those neurons in your brain free from oxidative stress. And then the final ingredient inside here that they top it off with is citrus bioflavonoids. This is a collagen protector, but also a vitamin C amplifier. So we've talked about vitamin C in our Everglow, and then of course our multi-layered vitamin C in Vinali. And so this is going to help amplify the vitamin C that you're ingesting, which is great because we need vitamin C to help make that collagen. So it's going to help the absorption of it, again, reduce more inflammation, support the connective tissue resilience. It's also another natural regulator of histamine, so it's going to reduce some redness or sensitivities. And so to me, when you add all three of these together, you get the Everglow that's making the collagen, right? You're getting the dermaglow that's going to help the integrity of the skin, but then inside, we're helping your body with the infrastructure. So you're creating longevity, the skincare, but it's really it's like whole wellness, and your body's going to shine. And I love the fact that it's called glow because it's really going to glow. And again, if you're a little younger, it might take, a couple weeks. Middle aged, you might need to be on it a month or two. A little older, maybe 90 days. But I promise, if you stick to this routine, you will get results because the ingredients are too potent and too quality. So I hope that was helpful. And if you have not,
How cool is that? My gosh. Throw some things for Vinali. What did you catch there? I've used Vinali since it first launched, guys, 14 years ago. I learned something new today. Multi-layered vitamin C, like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I love all Paula's notes. Paula, just stick that into chat and be like, help me make an amazing post about this, right? So many histamines is a big word. Yeah, absolute allergies, huge, right? Can we cover grapeseed extract? So the blood-brain barrier, that's a big thing if you do some investigation on that. Basically, the brain has a barrier there, but a lot of things you don't want to get into the brain. But there are some ingredients that can cross into that and deliver better. So it sounds like grapeseed extract, which I didn't know, is a super potent form of vitamin C that can actually cross into the brain. So imagine healthy brain. That's good, right? So anything is fantastic. So yeah, I've never heard of layered vitamin C. I love that word. Like that's I think about things like you've heard of vitamin C, but have you heard of layered vitamin C? Can you guys imagine that's a conversation starter? Like, what's that? Right? Anything that causes a what's that? Good marketing things when I think about these, right? So, yeah, Paul Allen, great testimonial. Replace singular, replaced for allergies. Oh yeah, so Vinali replaced allergies and asthma things for her and the son. That's huge. I know. So much good stuff. Okay, here's homework. The best way to learn something, in my opinion, is to teach it. So homework today. You don't have to regurgitate what Kristen White said. This is a good tool, though, right? You can use this as a presentation for someone and have them maybe fast forward towards when she starts to share this. But find a way to teach something that you learned today. Make a post about something. Did you know this? Like maybe you do a quick video or make a post about something. Maybe you want to hold the product or you take it. It doesn't matter. Just find a way to share this, at least one thing that you learned that just wowed you. You know, so I'll ask this question from everyone. What's one, put a word in the comments that really stuck to you that represents a big learning that you got from anything that you heard today? Like a word or two. Like throw that in the chat. Or just like sticking to you. That was huge. Could be a cool ingredient, could be like an impact of it, could be a problem. Yeah, drinking SPF, that's big for Peter Ho and tennis. Yeah, a lot of people drinking SPF. Glow. You learned a mother load today. Mama Sandy could be like, I've studied nutrition for decades, but I learned things today that are blowing my mind. Right? We mean vitamin C too, for sure. Singular is a medication. Pam said singular is a medication used to treat allergies. So this replaced, vanilla replaced it. That's big. Nutrition and food for the skin, layered vitamin C. Summer's coming. Yeah, absolutely. Water soluble and fat soluble vitamin C. I've never known that. Like, what? Really? Collagen, amplifier, layered C, help infrastructure, organ health. So many cool things, right? So who here's down to teach something? And whether it's, I do something on social media, but share it wherever you can. If you're down for that assignment today, give me a wave or put a one in the comments below. Take that, run with it, and it'll be absolutely amazing. All right. So with that, what an amazing day. Did you guys learn more today? I learned. Thanks for learning together. I'm like, I'm so excited about this. If not using them, grab them, obviously, as well, too. Build your testimonials. But hopefully you're getting a framework of how to take a look at learning about products and using it in effective ways so you can actually sell these more. All right. And you can have this up really everything that you're doing. Later today, we have our first kickoff of Millionaire Mentorship 2.0. So if you're not qualified for that, we'd love to get you qualified. And tomorrow evening, we will be back in the evening time. We're going to continue to cover through speaker training. And I think we're going to talk about how to actually, the biggest problem I see in presentations actually, on why people aren't converting. So that one's going to be fun. So with that said, love you guys, appreciate you. We're going to turn it over to Miss Paula Allen to pray us out. And if you want to linger for that, absolutely do so. If not, we honor you for that. Replays of this training today on Champions Network YouTube. You might want to share that with the teammate as well. But Paula, are you in a place there? You are. Over to you.
Yes. Good morning. So I'm just going to read scripture from my devotional this morning. Level ground. Teach me to do your will, for you are my God. May your good spirit lead me on level ground. Psalm 143 and 10. So I felt that is very applicable for everything that we just learned. I mean, God places us on solid ground, on level ground, so that we can go and we can do his work. So when we're helping and we're serving, whether we're teaching somebody in his or we're teaching people about how to better their health, we are on level ground. I thought of you all. God, I just love you and I praise you and I thank you for all things. God, I thank you that we are a part of a company where it's not just our sponsor or our immediate team linking arms and being you must
Paula, you're lagging out just a little bit. You are speaking in internet
continue.
tongues, which is fine. No worries. See if you can say something again.
Well,
All
do
good.
you still
All
have
good.
me? Okay. Maybe if
Try,
I'm
yeah,
off
say
video.
something one more time.
Can you hear me now?
You're good. Continue.
Okay. Maybe it's because it was on video. So, God, I just pray, Lord, that as this company links arms with us and that reflects unity, Lord, God, I pray that you would help us to build up, to encourage others around us, not just in our partner co family, to anybody that you would bring across our paths. Help us to help them in the way that you have already ordered our steps to do, God. And I pray that you would bless each and every person in Partner Co that has linked arms with us in any way to help us to grow in any avenue of the products, the business, our own health. And we just love you and we praise you and we give you all the glory. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Paula. Thanks, everyone. Great to see you. Have a great one.
Amen.
Thank you.